their new big target market is adult vaccines, and you can just see it. I mean, let me tell you this. I don't know if you saw this one on my Substack. It was the last Substack I did, which was about misinformation about the whooping cough vaccine published everywhere by the Sydney Morning Herald, because they're trying to push vaccines to adults. The big thing now that they're doing is telling you as an adult that you're a dangerous threat. You're a terrible, dangerous disease spreader. You are a baby killer. That Sydney Morning Herald literally had this a lady called Catherine Hughes as the feature introduction to the story, saying that basically unvaccinated people spread whooping cough. If only people had taken the whooping cough vaccine, my baby would still be alive. Her baby died of whooping cough. And Sydney Morning Herald has then taken up this as a cause célèbre, saying adults who don't have the whooping cough vaccine are in danger of spreading the disease to vulnerable babies who are too young to have it, and then they will die of whooping cough. So effectively a baby killer. And they repeated this not just in the story, but in an editorial a few days later. Now, I've written a Substack on that and put a complaint in myself to the Press Council about it. And I'm aware that ANTS has also put in a complaint to the newspaper about this, because as you might know, the pertussis vaccines in Australia, the acellular pertussis vaccines, have never been able to stop transmission of whooping cough. So unvaccinated people and vaccinated people can both spread whooping cough to vulnerable young babies. It's not unvaccinated people who are the baby killers. It's not. And in fact, they're causing a public health problem by giving vaccinated people a false sense of security, so that if they have mild symptoms, they won't even entertain the thought that they could have whooping cough. They'll just think it's a minor cold, and they'll go and handle that vulnerable young baby and possibly pass the disease on to them, because the newspaper has got the wrong idea in its head that the vaccines stop transmission when they don't. But
so
this
lying
is
about
marketing to adults.
Yeah. So lying about public health issues, is that just corporate greed, or is there a kind of malevolence behind it, as in they're trying to make the general public easy to manipulate, easy to influence and to comply, so that you have mass populations complying with particular orders that could come through anything, the phones, the TV, anything? Does it make people more susceptible to propaganda and indoctrination?
Well, as to whether it's, they're deliberately doing it, from the Sydney Morning Herald's perspective, no, they're genuinely ignorant. Because what happens is we see the world through our biases and our assumptions. And the problem is, if you get an assumption that's wrong, deeply embedded into your brain. So, for example, the assumption that vaccines are always safe and effective as a category. So anything called vaccine must, by definition, be safe and effective, and must, by definition, prevent disease. So they've just got this bias and this assumption in their head. They're not seeing them as individual medical products, that you actually have to do the harder work and the longer work of looking at this product and what does it do and what can't it do. So for the acellular pertussis vaccine, they can reduce disease severity. And that's a great thing. That might save your life if you're a child. That might be great, but they can't prevent transmission. The Sydney Morning Herald journalists and editorial, they've got it in their head that vaccine stops disease. And the health department puts out very vaguely worded advice on it and says, because they want to encourage people to take those adult vaccines, because they've bought the product, it looks bad on them if people stop taking it, then the government is seen to have wasted money. So it's in their interest to have everybody think that they're doing a good job. So they want to encourage everybody to take the product they've bought. It must be good because we've made the decision to buy it and spread it to everyone. So therefore, they word their advice in a very easy to misunderstand way. Like in the official government advice and vaccines handbook, it will say things like the vaccines, unvaccinated people can spread the disease. That's paraphrasing. Words to the effect of unvaccinated people can be a danger because they can spread the disease. But it's also true that vaccinated people can be a danger and spread the disease, but they just leave that out.
They leave that out.
Half telling it means that when the Sydney Morning Herald goes to read it and they read, protect your baby by vaccinating, unvaccinated people can spread the disease, they themselves make the false leap to the idea that means that you stop spreading it if you're vaccinated. But in fact, the health department never said that. They carefully worded around that.
Can I just say there, I have been meeting loads of people that's happened to. Loads of grandparents who can't see their grandkids because they won't take the whooping cough vaccine. Loads. And these people now in our community go, oh, well, no, I don't see my grandkids. Some haven't seen it for 3 years.
Yeah,
And I know several people watching the show and they're saying, when can you go? And he goes, I'm not taking it. But they're
well,
saying, and exactly this,
yeah. The drug companies are actually quite cynical. They know it's their profits for adults to take that vaccine, so they're happy to promote that horrible division within families, that heartbreaking. I mean, that just tears families apart. Can you imagine?
Yes, it does.
You know, grandparents who can't hold their child, like it just destroys families.
Not even hold it, not even see it.
Not even see it. GSK ran an ad campaign a couple of years ago in America with a big bad wolf from Red Riding Hood. It was the grandmother, and then the grandmother was reflected in the eye of the little baby as the big bad wolf. You know, the dangerous, this lovely grandmother that wants to pick up her baby is actually the dangerous wolf that's going to kill the baby. So I think the drug companies are well aware of what they are doing, but they stop short of saying it. But they are, they give the impression and they constantly harp on it so that everybody's assumptions are built in so strongly.
So is the motivation money or population control at the end of the day?
Well, I think you'd have to ask them and they'd have to say, but I think from the evidence, all I can say from the evidence is that they make a lot of money out of the adult vaccines and they see it as a growth market. And that's what they've been lobbying the government for that you can actually see. They've asked the government to promote adult vaccines as, a great way to protect the community, which is actually also a great way for them to grow